We're being joined by Mr. Mathias, Tsado, who is a public affairs analyst. Thank you so much for joining us this Monday morning that we woke up to a strike action by ASU. I do not know what your reaction, was when you heard that particular news. ASU declaring a total and comprehensive shutdown as a result of the federal government's inability to meet their demands.
Thank you, Mark. I'm happy to be here again. I think it's unfortunate that a nation like Nigeria would have a situation where a problem will linger for so many years, and then people come into government or leadership or power without a comprehensive plan on how to solve these problems. President Tinubu, for whatever you had an intention to run for office, I ran for office, and there were plans on how to address most of these issues. For my understanding, the problem of ASU have lingered for so long that it is an embarrassment now for us as a nation to even be discussing these things. Because the problems that these people have been talking about, there's the same problems that are still here. The education sector. When the president came on the 29th of May and said subsidy was gone, why didn't he at least allocate maybe 10% or 20% of whatever was removed from subsidy and use it to solve the problem of ASU? Why is that such a difficult thing? So, you see, when we talk about the fact that the system of leadership in Nigeria is not interested in solving problems, people say we make too much noise. But sincerely speaking, if you look at the problems as at today, what ASU is, in fact, as a matter of fact, to be honest, what sector of this country, aside from politics, is working? So virtually everything, every area, I believe that almost every one of us in this country should be on strike, because sincerely, government has failed. Now, this government came in, and that is over 2 years ago, and they could not sit down to say, we will look at the problem of education, ASU, and then avoid this kind of embarrassment with somebody that everybody described as I don't know the right word to use for it, but there was so much description for President Tinubu that he was like a solution to almost all the problems.
In fairness, ASU hasn't gone on strike in 2 years. They haven't gone on strike.
And that is because they have been patient, waiting for the president.
Do you think they were provoked, though? Because, the minister made a statement that the 2009 agreement, that there was no such agreement. And that was quite controversial, because according to the minister, that the agreement wasn't signed, it wasn't gazetted, it was just...
You see, these are the kind of things that you get from people in government. If he was on the side of ASU, I'm sure he would not be saying that. I don't think that ASU would be so flippant with their demands to government that they will not ensure that whatever they are asking, forget about whether it was gazetted or not. The truth is that the issues that they are discussing today, the issues that they put on the table today, are they relevant?
That's the question.
What happens to, just take your time, Mark, and go to our universities. I don't know if you went to public university. I went to one.
I did.
But honestly speaking, the staff quarters where those people, the lecturers, where they occupy, where they stay, to be honest with you, is an eyesore today. The student hostels, everything has dilapidated. People, we are so unfortunate as a society to have had a set of leaders that when they come into government, they don't look at these problems as if they are problems. They begin to see, instead of seeing the problem that ASU is presenting to them as an issue, they begin to see ASU as a problem. And that is unfair to the people.
There is an extensive conversation on ASU, on Nigeria's tertiary education, public tertiary education system. And it's a conversation I'm hoping that we can have one day. But let's quickly speak to this presidential pardon, which, you know, was also given, that has now created controversy. It was meant to assuage feelings. You know, Ogoni 13 pardon, Ken Saro-Wiwa amongst them. Herbert Macaulay remembered at all. But then there were a number of other names that were also controversial. I mean, we heard Farouk Lawan was also pardoned, and a number of other Nigerians as well, you know, whom some people thought, should we really be pardoning these people at this time, given what sort of message are we sending? So, for you, where do you stand on this?
Yeah, please. I'm on the side of the people. Majority of Nigerians have looked at that list and have said, look, this is not nice. This is not good. This is not the thing that the government should be doing at the moment. Look, please, Mawakwe, what exactly is the impact of that decision on the Nigerian economy today? What exactly is the impact of that decision on Nigerian society today? That you just, as a president, wake up one morning and then all you want to do is to cause controversies that will make Nigerians to begin to debate and talk about it. Look, Farouk Lawan, Honorable Farouk Lawan, have served his term, right? Now, what exactly is the essence of pardoning him? You are pardoning him for perhaps for political moves, that you want to use him as a pawn on a chessboard to play around Kano politics. See, Nigerians are not daft. We understand when leaders want to. Look, if you as the president of this country, you have delivered on the mandate that everybody has been standing, why should you be looking for such kind of cheap political weapons to win an election? That the president today is focused on 2027 is an aberration and is an insult to Nigerian people. Because it's not fair to us. Look at this. Look at the cost of living in this country today. Just a few days ago, report came out and said 139 million people are below poverty level, and then the response of the president of this country will be to say, I am going to free criminals. Why didn't you just open the prison doors and let everybody come out?
Big questions. Mr. Tsado, I wish we had a little more time, even though some people say you've only taken the negative part of that World Bank report. You did not see the positive side to it, but we certainly will ring you again
it's all right.
to have an extended
conversation. It's always a pleasure to be here.
We have to thank you very much for weighing in on the conversation. Mr. Mathias Tsado is a public affairs analyst.